critic says to you, you know, you're always late. And if you know that that's not true, but you happen to be late today, that's when you would correct that generalization. And you would say, I'm late today due to traffic. I apologize for the inconvenience. Now the temptation is going to be for you to say, I'm usually not late. In fact, I pride myself on being on time. And then you go into a whole script and you take off your jacket and there's a big S, Superman, and all, you know. You know what? That gets you nowhere. That's a waste of time. Just correct the assumption, the faulty assumption. I'm late today due to traffic. Does that make sense? Okay? Let me go through all of these and then we'll go back and we'll put some examples together for us. So the second approach for handling the criticism is to admit the truth. So you did make a mistake, you admit it, you move forward. Your report is 6 days late, your critic says, and you say, yes, now I realize I didn't plan enough time. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. Instead of trying to make up some ridiculous story as to why, you know, it's late and it's legitimate. And now, there are times where there will be a real story, and it is. But I'm assuming in this particular case study that you've just made a mistake and you didn't get it in on time. If that's the case, own it. That's part of owning up to the responsibility. Now, the third technique for dealing with criticism is requesting specific feedback. This is where there's a problem, there's a germ of truth. You're not really sure what the whole story is. So this is where you ask for understanding. You say, could you give me some more information? What would you have done in this case? What would you have liked me to have done differently? Can you help me understand where I fell short of your expectations? What could we do to turn this around? Because at this point, you have to enter a problem-solving mode with that person. That's assertive. An assertive person has the guts to own up to something they haven't done right or as well as could be, and they then join in a partnership with their critic to come up with a solution. How do you think that helps the relationship?
I think it builds trust.
Exactly. It builds trust. And now we're in a partnership together, so that person is much more invested in your success. As opposed to if I set it up an adversarial relationship, then that person's saying, I always hated that Judy. She's a pain in the neck anyway, you know? But now we're working together, we trust each other, and we're coming to a mutually beneficial solution. Okay? Good.